Just do it! Make your dreams come true!
Do you like spending money? Clearly not.
Not particularly.
I heard a story that you wanted to buy a watch, and at this point, you'd sold millions of albums, and you wanted to buy a watch.
I know the story.
Is that true? You called up your manager to see if you could afford to buy the watch?
Yeah. I think it was a Rolex. Was it a Rolex? It was a Rolex. And I asked him, could I afford it? Because they make fun of me for it, but I'm for real. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, this is the whole money thing, all that stuff was brand new to me.
So what are you wearing right now?
This is a G-Shock.
A G-Shock,
It's probably about $100.
Hey kings and queens, so if you're wanting to manifest more money into your life, right, you got to understand that there's certain ways of thinking about money. I think a lot of people who earn an average income or below average income think, okay, when I make more money, I'm going to be able to do this, I'm going to be able to do that, I'm going to be able to buy these luxurious things, you know, live my life more freedom or whatever it is. But that's not the mindset of money. I've been around a lot of financially successful people, and that's not how they think about money. You know, they don't think, hey, like I can, you know, do more, spend more, blah, blah, blah. They don't really think like that. What they think, how can I keep it? Just like Eminem here in this clip, right? He's thinking, how can I keep it? How can I maintain it? How can I grow it? You know, and that naturally leads to having those more luxurious things. So Eminem actually ended up buying the watch. He actually ended up buying the watch. I don't know how much the watch was, but he actually ended up buying the Rolex. Usually a Rolex is like $20,000, right? He ended up buying it, but he doesn't wear it. And as you can see in the video, he bought a G-Shock, which is like $100. Why doesn't he buy designer clothes? Why does he buy cheap clothes and jewelry and accessories and stuff? Why does he do that? Why does he think like that? That's the mindsets we need to get into. And why aren't most people doing that now with the average income, above average income or below average income? You know, most people on the planet don't earn more than 6 figures a year, right? Only 10% of the US population earn 6 figures a year, all right? So 90% of people earn below 6 figures. So how are you using your money? How are you treating money? Because if you want to manifest more of it, there's a way that you got to treat it. Now, obviously Eminem's frugal. He's a multi-millionaire and he's like really frugal with his money. But that's why he's able to keep it, grow it, and do all these things, right? And so that's how we got to think. We got to realize that why are we buying the newest Apple, iPhone, Galaxy, or whatever? You know, why are we buying the new game console? Why are we spending crazy amounts of money at Christmas, which we can't afford to do it and stuff? Why are we taking out these ridiculous loans that doesn't make a return on our investment? That's the only time I suggest taking out a loan, is when you're investing into something that's gonna make you money back, you know? Otherwise, there's kind of no point. If it's just like a thing that depreciates in value over time, you're losing money. And with things like inflation, with things like, you know, the price is going up all the time, right? We got to think about the future. And so it's figuring out, how can I get to that kind of mindset where I'm spending less but making more? Also, working less but being paid more too. And once you can transition into those emotions and those mindsets of, I work less but I'm paid more, right? I'm living off of less and earning more, then it's going to change your whole reality. And it's really rewarding just seeing money being saved up, you know, having an emergency account in case there's any emergencies, having a long-term saving account, having an investment account, you know, and just allocating a percentage of your income every time you get paid into those separate bank accounts, right? There's a book called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. And he has this JARS system where you take a percentage of your income and you allocate it to your necessities. You take a percentage of your income and you allocate it to having fun. You take a percentage of your income and you allocate it to investments. You take a percentage of your income and you allocate it to long-term savings. You take a percentage of your income and you allocate it to giving. You take a percentage of your income and you just separate the money, right? And this allows you to build long-term abundance, long-term wealth. And it's very spiritual. It's a spiritual practice because you got to treat money in a certain way. Money is a feminine energy. You know how a cat is a feminine energy, and you can't really say, hey cat, come cat, I want to stroke you cat. The cat's just going to do whatever a cat does. A dog, you call a dog and the dog comes, the dog's going to come and you're going to be able to stroke it. A cat, you can't do that. It's the same with money. You know, I want to manifest money. I want to visualize the money, right? For some people, it might work, right? And what I've seen, when you focus on it too much, it runs away from you, okay? The way to manifest more money is actually to focus on your heart and what can I give, what can I contribute, what can I add, how can I add value onto the world? Coming from the heart, not the head, right? Coming from the heart and giving from that space and setting yourself up in order to receive it, setting systems up in place in order to receive the abundance that you've been putting out in terms of love. That's the way that I've seen manifesting money the best. That's in harmony with keeping you grounded within your spirituality. Because a lot of people, they want to manifest more money, but ending up losing their spirituality and feeling ungrounded within themselves. Usually because there's an ego-based intention behind it that doesn't resonate with their heart space. So you want to find out what's in your heart, what you want to give, what you want to contribute, and develop the skill sets, the mindsets to be able to follow through and making that happen. So we can see from this clip with Eminem, you know, successful rapper, artist, you know, spending money in a way where he's only wearing a $100 watch. And the thing about it is he's not wearing the Rolex. He doesn't wear the Rolex because he doesn't want to get a scratch on it, right? And this is something that I've been learning over the past few years, is that like when you buy something, take good care of it so that you can sell it later on down the line, right? If you're gonna buy expensive stuff, like you gotta treat it really well so that when it comes to selling it, you're only paying a couple $100s for that particular item. For example, like my laptop, you know, when I bought it, it was like £2,000. At the time, that's like, you know, at the time it was like $2,700, $2,800, but the currency, you know, stuff has changed. But I bought it around 10 years ago. So, you know, it's quite expensive laptop, right? I got it all spec'd out, right? The best one I could get. But now it's actually damaged, right? So when I go to sell it, I can't sell it for that much because it's damaged, right? Whereas if I took real good care of it, it's clean, no scratches, all of this stuff, it was in impeccable condition, guess what? I could sell it for way more and lower the cost of that laptop. For example, let's just say, for example, the laptop cost $1,000, right? And I took rubbish care of it, didn't take care of it at all. Now when I go to sell it, maybe I can only sell it for $100 or $200, right? If I took a lot of care of it, maybe I can sell it for $500. And now I only paid $500 for that laptop, all right? And that's how we gotta think about buying these material things. And life is set up to make you buy all these luxurious things. And it's up to you to be able to overcome that, overcome those mindsets, and really understanding that a lot of these successful people, just like Eminem or Slim Shady, Marshall Mathers, right? Elon Musk as well, a lot of these successful people, financially successful people, they are very shrewd. They are very, frugal with their money, okay? And you gotta think about the future. You gotta think about legacy. You gotta think about your kids, their kids. You gotta think about these things rather than spending just in the now. Anyway, we talk about this on my live calls every week in my alchemy program. I help people shift their mindsets around money, relationships, all of this stuff. People are radically changing their lives in really powerful ways. You can see some of my testimonials on screen right now. Check out my previous video over here and check out my 3-part series on how to raise your vibration correctly over here. And remember to keep learning, keep growing, keep expanding, and I'll speak to you soon. Peace.